Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets him a couple up to the 27. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Second and 8 coming up. This is Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Push him back. Push him back. 53, Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 53 is the Mike.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Lindsey. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly, and forcing incompletions.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Switch up. Wide, get wide.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
43's the Mike. 43's the Mike, 43.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play action. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I
often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd? And this time he is in. Yes. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The kick by Sanders is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Tua throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tua going to throw. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That's taking it around the foot. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Going for the deep ball. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 2nd and 10. Tua, that ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Trying to lay one up deep. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Denzel Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Wilson. And he completes it to Berrios. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Able to connect with Mims. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Right here, right here. Hey, watch this, watch this. Kill. Race don't trap.
Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now it's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about
I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On play action, here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Wilson. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Third quarter from Miami. This is second and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And hauled in by Croft. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. Hines, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That is incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Berrios.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hines. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. White.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 54 yards.
And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. To throw, White. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, he fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 10-4.